Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video about Dubia roaches. What these are feeders for reptiles. I am going to be getting a bearded dragon in the mail soon. I already have one, to be honest, with my boyfriend, so it's not anything new or anything like that. However, with that in mind, I just kind of wanted to show you guys the importance of really feeding your bearded dragon the correct feeders, because it does matter and most pet stores don't talk about it. I am in the process of breeding my own little colony of roaches. It saves money and you also have a little bit more control of what the roaches are eating. But let me go ahead and get one of these guys out for you guys so you can see what they look like. So this is what a Dubia roach looks like full grown. This is a female Dubia roach. You can see they get pretty large in size. A couple things I just want to show you before I go into the details about them and also how to start a colony. I do want to say though is that I am totally new on starting a colony on these, so I will do like update videos to let you guys know how they are going, but I will show you guys what they look like first. So this is a female Dubia roach. This is full grown. And I'm going to show you a male next. Alright, so here is a male Dubia roach. You can see the difference mainly is that it's got those like big wings on the back. They do not fly, which is actually one of the perks. They do not fly. They can't climb on any type of smooth surface, so you can really kind of enclose them in a certain area and not worry about them escaping or kind of like flying around or anything like that. But you can still see it is about the same size as a female. They're still pretty large, and I'm going to show you guys what a little baby one looks like, and I'll show you a couple of variety sizes as well. Alright, so here is a little baby and like a little medium sized one. They are pretty hard to contain in my hand because they're so tiny, but you guys can kind of see what it looks like and how tiny they are. But the good thing about how tiny they are is it provides like a variety of sizes, so you can feed baby dragons and full-grown dragons. So I have these guys in a bowl for you guys so you can see, and you can also see how they are not able to climb out of the bowl. I'm holding it straight flat so you can see how they will really be kind of stuck in there. The bigger ones may be able to kind of climb out, but we will see throughout this video if they are able to climb out of this bowl. I highly do not think that they could, but to kind of start with the first reason. So first reason would be the fact that they can't climb out of smooth surfaces. They do not jump or fly, unlike crickets that do jump all over the place. They're pretty easily to catch, so if I were to drop this one on the floor, I wouldn't really be running after it because it's jumping away from me. It's just going to crawl away, but it's pretty decently slow, so it's pretty easy to catch. Another reason is going to be the cleanliness of it. So roaches have no odor unless you let its food kind of rot into the box or anything like that. But the roaches itself has no odor whatsoever, so you wouldn't really have like a really stinky container for it per se. If you have seen crickets, crickets are extremely stinky. They are not fun. They jump everywhere, they poop everywhere. Even like the egg cartons that they have touched would smell horrendous, so not fun at all. Another thing is they are actually more nutritious than crickets as well, so they do hold a higher amount of protein versus crickets. So we're gonna look at a property of the roaches versus cricket here. Roaches have more protein, so for example it's going to have 22% versus a 15%, which is what most other feeders would have. So that is a pretty large percentage of difference. It's almost another additional 50%. And another cool thing is Dubia roaches actually also have another 1/3 of the amount of chitin compared to crickets, which makes them much more digestible. Chitin is kind of like the exoskeleton of an insect, so this actually has a little bit less, so it's easily kind of digestible, making it a little bit easier for maybe if you have like a sick beardie or anything like that, it'll be easier to feed them and it won't cause as much of a I guess digestive issue. And then the last reason that I have for this is going to be the fact that they are supposedly the easier to breed insect feeder that you can kind of breed for your bearded dragon. They eat a lot of varieties of foods. I'm going to show you the enclosure since we are talking about breeding them now. So here is an example of something to kind of start your colony with. This is about a 10-quart box. I kind of have a bunch of little egg cartons in there. I will probably up the size of this box, so guys, if you think that this is way too small, don't worry, I'll probably size up. This is definitely like a starter colony, so I think this is a pretty good size for it. So one thing you would need is these egg cartons for them to kind of hide in and also to breed in. You can see in the little crevices there's like a lot of little babies hiding in there. If I flip it around, there's also a lot right here as well. There's some bigger ones right there too. So you do need places for it to hide. I have a couple different egg cartons in here. Food source, you would need any type of like fruits are good. So that's a grapefruit. I put some oats in there for them as well. I do need to still go buy some cricket feed. So I will add that as well. For water, you cannot have actual water. You can use a sponge or you can use water crystals. This is just water crystal. Once you put water in there, they kind of inflate. So I have it in 2 containers. They're really stuffed full, so I can actually hold it sideways like this, and that way they can kind of climb on it versus trying to climb on top of it. The other thing I also have in here are some carrots. So these are just some veggies. Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. I guess you're eating. Oops. The other cool thing about them is they do actually help each other as far as getting each other back up. So the one that was just flipped upside down looks like a little friend of it already flipped it back over. So they're pretty fun to kind of watch. Personally, I'm using gloves for this because I'm a little uneasy about holding them with my bare hands. I just haven't quite gotten to that level yet. It's also just good to keep your hands clean when you're touching these things, I feel like. But my boyfriend picks them up with his bare hands. He'll like think they're cute and all this stuff. For me, I'm just like, this will save money. It's healthier for my dragon, so that's why I'm doing this. The other thing you do need is a heating mat. So I will add a heating mat with this. This is actually really good solid plastic. As long as you have a really good type of plastic, you can put a heating mat in it. You want to stay with the smaller ones so it does not melt it. Another good heating mat would be kind of like one of those doggy heating mats. I think I'm actually going to use that so that way I can make sure it does not melt the plastic. The container itself, I got this container from Michael's. It was on sale. The reason why I got this container is mainly because of this right here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that right there over here is Emmy. I'm gonna scoot this over. You see Emmy right there? She loves these things. She loves anything that moves around. Oh, there she goes. So she loves to watch these, so I need to make sure that she does not get into the box. Same thing with Luna. They're just very entertained by little tiny moving things. So I have to get a box that can kind of close and be locked easily. This one, I will actually drill a couple more holes in a moment, but I actually just use a drill to drill like a bunch of holes. I might fill this entire screen with holes to make sure there is enough oxygen for it. So far though, I had this in for a day. They've been moving very lively in there. So I don't believe that it does not have enough oxygen or anything like that. But I will drill some more holes on this. So please do not get on me about that either. So that concludes the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that I gave you some information about this. I guess I'm just so excited about this bearded dragon that I'm just making videos about everything about the bearded dragon right now. But I will do an update video if you guys like to see how these Dubia roaches are doing. probably in like 6 months or so, see if they have multiplied or if they have all died. For the time being, I will probably feed my dragon with other feeders to kind of let this grow and multiply for a little bit. But you do see there's a lot of little babies, so they are currently mating and multiplying per se. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I didn't bore you guys to death. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!